Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts. It is Friday, January 2nd, 7:25. We're commencing to take off. The reason we have gathered here today is to honor a one President Foxman for doing the following. This is, oh, come on now, don't kill everything. This is, let me read it. Getting my friend to play Undertale blind. On the left here is Neil. On the right here is Afriel, who's playing the part of a character antagonist in the game. And it's all hosted by President Foxman. Let's take a look, shall we?
Snow Dog fills you with determination. Save. Yeah, I got past the spaghetti. Awesome. Aware of dog.
Not beware. Aware of dog.
Oh, aware of dog. I always wanted to hang a sign on a fence that said "Beware of God," but I don't think my neighbors would appreciate it.
Do it on like your the fence, like the gate of your fence or something.
So the reason I'm
Dog
liking
considers himself
this.
an artist, but doesn't ever know what to create.
So here's the deal. The reason I'm doing all this is it has a mystery theater. Is it Mystery Science Theater 3000? And you've got the seats up front. And in Mystery Theater, you had some people heckling. You know, yeah, I think you had a robot sitting in the place of Afro. And then it was a lot of fun. So they did a great job on this because Afro really, he owned the character. Let me see if I can get him talking.
Because I am about to do it.
Let's dance.
I mean, he's owning the character. He's embodying it.
Oh,
You
sorry.
missed dog petting. Ron.
What's the holdup?
So what I wanted to do is bring up how Foxman did this. And if anyone wants to jump on, I am just rambling. I am just giving praise to President Foxman on his venture into interactive gameplay and how he did it. So let me see if I can remove this and then add. How do I add a different image file, video file? Oops, that's not it. That's from my computer. Presenter invite. Stop screen. I'm looking for the video. It's the tutorial video of how Foxman did all this. Present or invite. Share screen. There it is. There it is. Share it is. All right, so here's the screen. And let me move this one page over here. Okay, so you start with OBS, which is a free open source video production editor, and it's pretty powerful. So he starts in OBS, and
Hey, what is up, everyone? This is
here's Foxman.
President Foxman, and I'm here just to give a little tutorial. I threw together this kind of setup for a stream to do kind of a Mystery Science 3000 Theater 3000 kind of layout. And some people were asking kind of what went into it, and so I wanted to give a little bit of a tutorial just to kind of help people kind of get their hands dirty with OBS and learn it a little bit. So this isn't going to be super low level OBS stuff, but this will be just kind of some of the pieces that go into it. But first, to kind of show it off, for this to work, you have to have yourself in a Discord call. So you can see I joined this Discord call, and here I am. My little character is bouncing whenever I'm talking, and when I'm silent, he stops moving.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that Foxman was. That's a fox. I'm fast. All right, good deal. So here it goes.
If we change up the settings a little bit, and I don't use this specific one, you'll see my character will be lighter when I'm talking and darker when I'm not. These are all settings that we can change as we go, so that's part of it. So first of all, we're gonna just show off what's going on here. What's using this, and
Let me see if I can copy and paste this video, because this is Foxman's. This is the video link if you're interested in making that. So let's see what we got here.
and it's this website reactivefuji.tech. I'll leave a link down in the description, but you'll need to log in with your Discord because it just uses a Discord call to be able to keep track of this. So we'll click login. It'll ask you, do you want them to have access to these things? If you are okay with them having access to it, you just go down and give them authorization to. Okay. And once you do, you'll see a bunch of stuff.
So what happens here, the reason I'm doing all this is that remove that, on Foxman's channel, I don't want to invite people. By the way, you're welcome to jump on if you want to. He, on Foxman's channel, where is this at? How do I do this? Add to stage. Okay, there's that. I'm going to nuke you. I want to get back to Neil. Share screen. Share. It was just brilliant.
Hold up! What? Hold up! I'm
Af-
about to activate it now!
Afra was brilliant in all this.
Doesn't look very activated.
Well, this challenge, it seems maybe too easy to defeat the human.
So there it is. That is the Mystery Science 3000 that Foxman presented. It was brilliant. The links are on how to make it and how to do it, and how he had the avatars pulsing, glowing as you talk. That was pretty cool. That's about it. That was the reason for me to being on here, killing a little time. And I'm going to do one last thing. It's been a good day. I caulked my bathroom. I bought a house, and it's the house that you see behind me. Oh crap. Did I just nuke myself? Oh no, I didn't. There it is. Okay, cool. Thought I nuked myself. So I'm caulking my house, and things are going well, and it's nice to have a home. So it's Friday night, not doing anything. Thought I'd burn a little time. People showed up. They left. So now I'm trying to figure out what's happening in the world. What is going on in Iran? So it says Iran and Al Jazeera deepening economic crisis is a crisis. If anyone has any ideas what's going on, jump on. But if you just want to say hello, that's good as well. How was your New Year's? How was your Christmas? I'm trying to figure out the one thing I do have to say that, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it's just something that's interesting to me on a personal interest. I think should just be more honest. My wheelhouse is woo, and my wheelhouse is collecting testimonies. And so Jeff P. Shoulder, oops, here we go. Jeff P., who is Shoulder Surfer, is, let me remove that, add to stage. Stop screen. What am I doing now? I'm just hanging out here right now, folks. Appreciate you watching. So invite, how do I do my new screen? Stop screen. Share screen. Jeff P. This is, I'll be honest, this is a favorite. It's gold. With Mark Parker and Jeff P. Jeff P. is a C.S. Lewis scholar and a follower. This is the woo part of Jeff's testimony conversation, where he invites Jesus into his life at 4 years old.
I do have a woo experience, and that's what my relationship with Christ was formed from, and it happened when I was very young, like 4 years old. I still remember it to this day.
Tell me about that real quickly, because now you got me curious.
Very creative.
Time work.
All right, we'll do a sub House of Woo segment. I'll share my woo story. So, as I mentioned, I had been, from my earliest memories, I remember going to some version of church, right? And so somewhere along the lines, whether it was in Sunday school or in a sermon or in the children's Bible that my parents would read to me and my brother at night, I get this idea in my head of asking Jesus into your heart, right? And what that meant to me ultimately, no matter how I pictured it, if you literally pictured it as, someone like opening a door to your heart and walking into it. I say literally, I guess, if we're going to quibble about terms. Actually, maybe let's say actually instead. Maybe a child might view it that way. The way that I understood it, even as a 4-year-old, was it was inviting someone who, loved me and cared for me into my life. Like, that's what the concept meant to me. Like, I understood that. And I remember one, I think it was like a weekend day, or I don't remember. It was sometime during the day, but I was in the hall bathroom, and I was actually sitting on the toilet, and I sensed this presence come into the room. And even like the lighting in the room changed, like not the lights coming from, the artificial lights coming from the ceiling, but the light outside, changed the kind of ambiance of the room. And this presence came in and it said, hey, it's me. It's the one that you've been hearing about, ask me to come into your heart. And I understood that presence to be, Jesus, as it had been presented to me through those various channels. And so I did. And ever since then, I have had what I identify as that presence with me in my life. No matter how consciously connected I've tried to be with that presence, or the many seasons that I've turned my back on it and just kind of gone my own way, I've always felt that it's been with me. Um, I talked about it in the past, like it's that vampire rule. You know, the vampire is not allowed to come into your house unless you invite it, and so that's what I did. I invited Jesus the vampire into my house, and he's never left, even though I've tried to pretend like he's not there for many different seasons of my life, to my detriment. So how's it connection? That was the sidebar. So if you want to ask any questions about that, you can.
No, it's a great sidebar because I mean, we can go down this. This is, to me, it's just gold. So, what changed? I mean, at Ford, it's hard to. There's not much to gauge on, right? I mean, it's just because I don't remember.
Yeah, this has been the hard. Which is I have so many stories of life changed. Just like I was I met him and then I changed.
He went from this.
He's kind of been way away, especially as a teenager. Is man, all of those things do because I feel horrible about it. You thinking about trying to go do those things. Kind of this wet blanket, this wet the whole time, and good for us, but it's kind of a blessing curse of I can't go out there and have fun doing these things.
Right. Yeah. So, what do you think? Because a lot of us who grew up evangelical, I was baptized into the Church of Christ, but my parents very quickly pivoted to down the street, which was the Southern Baptist Church. And so, and they put me into a Baptist private school
I went to one in the 6th grade.
okay, so there's all kinds of stories we can talk about going to a Baptist private school, all the way through high school, graduated. You perceive yourself straight from what you call it, had before, or did you have it was a childhood. I mean, it's almost could be like a dream, a memory at that level, because memories that distant have that foggy layer to them for me, but yet it sounds like it's pretty vivid for you, this experience anyway. What happened after? Let me just ask that. Just say what happened to you after.
Yeah, so my anchor with all of it is this presence, like this person. And so that's why people ask me, do you feel like you're a believer or not? And like, I don't know how much of Job's story that you've heard from this corner. He's kind of like a legend. He hardly ever makes an appearance. He's like a unicorn, but he was a quintessential atheist, materialist atheist that encountered Paul and had a pipeline that eventually led him into believing in Jesus. Well, in early conversations when Job's a believer, and some other people that I've talked to was just like, well, what he didn't put it this way, and maybe he didn't even ask me this, maybe some other people, but what was it that convinced you or that converted you? And I was just like, for me, it wasn't an intellectual pursuit. It was an actual woo experience that brought me into the fold.
There it is. That was, for me, just so much fun. So here's the original interview. If you're interested, that's about it. Just came on to say hi, see what's going on for tonight. Seems like it's a little quiet. but not always bad. Any prayer requests going once, going twice? We are taking prayer requests. Wholesale prayer at retail prices. Now I'm trying to make a joke out of it. I think we're just about out of time here. Talking trash, seeing what's going on in the world, killing a little time, having fun. It's not bad. Life's been good. Life's been good to me so far. Joe Walsh. What was it? The player I get, the drinker I wait, Joe Walsh. What is it? Joe Walsh, the drinker I get, the player. Let me see how this goes. There you get. That's great. All right, guys. Have a good night. Be blessed. See you later. Bye.